As a greedy investor, what's the value of the token you see post lockup period? And how will the burn rate as described in the white paper tie into that?
Sure. So I knew this question would come. I'm surprised it came so late in the AMA. Okay. Look, I told you we like to follow regulation. We want to make sure that we're compliant in every jurisdiction we possibly can be. If I give you a price right now and speculate, that can put us into a gray area of being classified as a security. So I can't do that. What I can do is kind of skirt around a bit the issue, and I'll give you a few bullet points here, and then give you an example from somewhere else. Okay, so that's the best I can do. Even in private, if someone were to ask me, because I know I'm probably already getting private messages as I say this, I can't. Speculating is illegal, actually. I know a lot of ICOs do this, but a lot of ICOs do a lot of different things that they shouldn't be. And while they may not get hit for it now, if they actually do launch a business in the future, I, as the owner of that company, would be nervous. Let's just put it that way. So here are my bullet points. So yes, we have a three or four pronged approach on how we're going to basically look to stabilize the XCM value over time. The first one of that is our token buyback program. So a lot of you are familiar with Binance. Binance has a token buyback program. I don't know the exact specifics, so I'm not going to comment on theirs, but there's a similarity there, I assume. So our token buyback program works as such. We take 20% net profits from FXPig as well as CoinMetro. And we package those profits into a reserve account every quarter. We will then monitor our market price, XCM's price, on our own exchange. And as we see that there is too much supply in the market, so there's a lot of sell pressure, we will begin to buy, basically put up pending buy orders into the market to stabilize the price so that the price doesn't, let's say, fall. Obviously, from day one, that reserve is not going to exist. We need a quarter to actually put some funds in that reserve. So this specific aspect won't be there day one, but by day 90, we should have something to throw into that reserve, right? But that's the first step. Then we have the key. I think this is key. This is key here that I don't think anybody else is doing right now. Maybe after we release this, somebody might start doing it, but we'll see. Maybe I should patent this idea before we mention it here. So here's how it works. Basically, all fees that are charged on CoinMetro will be charged in the underlying asset you're trading. So if you're trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin, your fee, that 0.1%, will be charged in Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum. However, CoinMetro does not accept anything but XCM for its fees. We have to be paid in XCM. You don't have to worry about that, however, because in parallel, as soon as that fee is charged in Bitcoin, let's say, for example, it gets pushed to the exchange as a buy order for XCM. So if that fee of 0.1% Bitcoin, let's say, was 0.00025 Bitcoin, that 0.00025 Bitcoin gets pushed to the exchange as a buy order for XCM, a market order. It buys XCM, and then we get paid in XCM, and we burn a percentage of that fee. So depending on the size of the fee, we will burn anywhere from 0.25 all the way up to I believe 33 or 50%. I actually have to check my own white paper on that one because I've thrown around a lot of numbers, but it's one of those numbers. I apologize. I think it's 33%. I could be wrong, but whatever it says in the white paper, that's the number. So we will burn that number. So every single transaction that happens on CoinMetro's platform will increase the demand for XCM on our exchange. So if you let that rattle around your head in a bit, as the usage of the platform accelerates, the demand accelerates, and the supply dwindles as we burn percentages of those fees. So basic market mechanics tells you this: when supply is dwindling and demand is rising, there's only one thing that can possibly happen: the price rises. If you look at Binance, and I'm just going to give this example. Now, I don't have coins in Binance. I never use Binance. I know who Binance is. I've read up on them. I've seen their website. I've messed around with it a little bit, but I'm not a client of theirs. Nor would I even consider ourselves that much of a competitor because we have so much of a multifaceted approach here. Obviously, they have an exchange. We have an exchange. In that aspect, we're similar. Competition's great, though. So no bad blood for Binance. But Binance did release their token. They have a token buyback. They do have a burn schedule. And there you can look at their token price, where it started, where it is now. And then add in the fact that we have a multifaceted approach with investment angles, with ETCFs to provide liquidity to the ERC20 market. Add those things into perspective and think about how much more of a push to the price that may induce, and you can get an idea of where we suspect the price of this token will probably be in the months and years ahead.